welcome to Lesson 8 in BeYourOwnIT.com's Computer Repair series. Today we're going to talk a little bit about motherboard basics. The motherboard is where everything inside your computer connects. It's a necessary part. It makes sure everything talks. Much like roads connect cities, a motherboard connects all of your computer's components. There's 5 main parts basically. You've got your CPU slot where the processor plugs in. You've got your RAM slot where the memory plugs in. Video or peripheral card slots where video cards, sound cards, etc. will plug in. You've got your power supply connectors and inputs like SATA or IDE for hard drives and other devices to plug in. As data flows around the computer from hard drive to the CPU to the memory, and so it travels. As it travels over cables most times. But after it goes through those cables, it reaches the motherboard, an interface. The motherboard then passes it around the computer, basically translating it, making sure it gets to the right pieces. So if your computer is reading a CD, for example, it travels over your IDE ribbon or your SATA ribbon to the motherboard, where it's then sent to the processor. I'm not quite sure about this order, but I'm being hypothetical. It goes to the processor to decode the audio signal, and then it gets sent to the sound card to output the signal to your computer speakers. Much in the way that I said earlier, roads connect cities, your motherboard connects components and makes everything work. Here's a picture of a major brand of motherboard. Here's a processor slot as I was talking about. Typically you'd see a huge heatsink on top of it, which goes on top of your processor. You've got your memory slots here, which are typically color-coded. And then you've got your PCI slots or your component slots as I talked about. Then you've got your PCI Express slot, which is for video cards, high-end video cards. It used to be called AGP when back in the day, but now it's gotten a little bit better. Here's a look at what an onboard video card would look like. This is an NVIDIA video card. Here's your serial ATA or your SATA ports where the power connects. And then you've got a slot for the IDE. That would be old school hard drives, CD-ROMs, DVD-ROMs. Then you've got your back panel connectors where you've got your onboard sound, your onboard network cards, all the interfaces for that sort of thing to connect. And that's really it in a nutshell. I mean, not to oversimplify it, but that's really how simple a motherboard is. Everything's very clean. Most layouts are exactly the same. And even as I post this hardware is probably out of date, and I realize that, but the main parts and main layout of the system board should remain the same for years to come. Take a look around the web, get familiar, go visit MSI and NVIDIA, and who makes this one? Looks like MSI. Get around the web and look around at a variety of different motherboard manufacturers and get familiar with what they look like, and get their ratings and compare them against other ones. And you'll find that there actually is a wide variety of differences in system boards, things that matter quality-wise, and you can spend anywhere from $20 to $40 on a system board to $200 to $400. It's important to do your research and check out what makes one better than the other, because oftentimes there are real tangible statistics and studies that will help back up any reports, any claims that anybody makes. So I hope this lesson helps talk to you a little, or show you a little bit about a motherboard, and read it through. And if you have any questions, make sure to email us at support@BeYourOwnIT.com.